Okay, I'm Erick Garayblas. I've been developing games for about 10 years now. Before I started my own company, I used to work an 8-hour day job. And I worked there for 5 years and eventually got tired of commuting from Bulacan to Makati every day because I live in Bulacan back then. I had no family back then. And I guess one of my inspirations din is to be able to do my own thing. Kasi if you're working at a day job, your boss tells you what to do. He defines your goals, he defines your direction. And I would love to be able to make my own decisions back then. So, I saved up enough money. And then eventually I resigned and put up my own company. When I realized na I had passion for games and I'm fascinated with how games are made. I worked for 5 years and then saved enough to have a capital for my own company when I started it. Actually, when I started, I was the only one. I did all the graphics, the programming, and then I just outsourced the music and the sounds because I'm not a musician. I found I have a friend abroad who does music and sounds, so I outsourced those to him. And yes, a team of 2. Mostly yung projects namin would span about 3 to 4 months. And yung market ko is also abroad, not locally. Because back then, sobrang taas ng piracy rate dito not just in Philippines but in Asia. So yung market ko is mostly in the US, UK. Yung products ko naman is mostly mobile games. So yung turnaround time is not that long. Like we can come up with products in a matter of 3 months or 4 months, unlike PC games or console games which usually takes a year or 2 to create. And one other thing is that we have a smaller team to create mobile games. So yun, yung medyo challenging part ngayon dahil nasa bahay lang ako, so most of the time hindi mo naman may iwasan nilalapit sa yung anak mo, kukulitin ka to play with her. It depends siguro dun sa priorities ko din kung yung work is kaya ko pa bang habulin to or safe ba yung schedule ko for me to allow more time for my daughter or my family. So, ako din yung nakaka-assess kung kaya ko pa i-squeeze yun or hindi. Or sometimes, usually yung communication with my wife is really important. Kasi you tell her na, this week is really crunch time. I have to spend this much hours dito sa project or otherwise, I won't be able to meet the deadline. So, she understands naman. It's teamwork din between me and my wife. Because having a support group is really important. Kasi, mas maraming times na nasa baba ka instead na nasa taas ka And during those times, you need people who parang you are who you surround yourself with So there are people, these are the people who can help you stand up again and revise your approach or come up with a different plan. Just, someone you can bounce ideas off with. I usually attend gaming conventions sa US to meet other developers, collaborate with them, and then eventually nakapag-establish ako ng relationships with them. So hanggang ngayon, they're still with me and from time to time we collaborate or discuss